We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome back to the Freak Show. I'm your host, Bumpy McSquiggums, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we embark once again on navigating the dungeon. I know it's a weird phrase. Embark on navigate. Anyway, we're trying not to be dead and have horrible problems. That is the ultimate goal here. Whether we achieve said goal or not remains to be seen. We did get a trident. We also got a spear. And that's about it. So, we could explore more of the town, which I do want to do. But at the same time, I don't know. So, another suggestion, and again, I've heard from the developer and liked a couple of the ideas and was happy to see some of the stuff that I went through. And I think tooltips are going to be added, or at least attempted to be added, and a few other little things. So that's very cool. It's very cool to have a receptive and eager to make adjustments and changes that they feel is better for the game based off player feedback. That's always awesome. So a big shout out and a thank you to Dragon Dropper for, again, hooking me up with the code for this, and of course listening to my rambling and ranting and so on and so forth. Now, again, this works totally fine. I like it, and it's probably easier to do it this way. I've gone back and forth in my own mind a fair bit, playing various different things over the years, and I do generally prefer using the keyboard only, or using a little bit of the keyboard and mouse, depending on what I'm doing. I find that, like, this game, when I'm doing combat and stuff, sometimes I might want to click on things. It's a little bit easier than finding the specific, like, letters or whatever the case is to do that. You don't have to do that, but that's fine. I do find that, like, on maps, and again, I think it's because I've been playing certain games that allow you to do this, but being able to, like, click and drag the map around feels nice to do, but it's not necessary. But that's just one of those things. You'll see me accidentally do that a whole bunch of times because I'm like, it won't move. It's because I've been playing games that actually you do that. That's how you move the map. You don't move it with the controls like up, down, left, right, and stuff. But I do like that, and using the map and moving it around with the arrow keys is a nice touch, especially if like overlapping W, A, S, and D or whatever the case is might cause more issues, or you can just do it this way. I think that's an elegant solution. So, just one of those thoughts. Anyway, I think it's a good idea for me, to leave. I think staying here is maybe a mistake at this point. I mean, we've kind of recovered. Our gold is, but I want to explore more, but at the same time, I'm a little afraid. I'd like to go finish up a quest, actually. I think that is what I'd actually like to do. So we have the cheese, and we have a quest to turn in the cheese. I think I'm going to go that route, but at the same time, did we grab the quest from here? I don't think we did. I think we should take a peek at it at least. I make items from raw gems. Bring me one if you'd like me to make something special. Okay. That's kind of cool. Was there another? Okay, no. Alright, let's get out of the town before we get mauled by another big, large group of bad guys that want us to not be alive anymore. I think that would be fantastic. Alright, let's head on through, see what we got. I think we have a lot of different options. But I think it probably behooves us the most to just try to get back to escaping this place. Are we, like, further? Didn't we enter in the southeast? Oh dear. Well, I'm going to follow our, you know what, I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to follow our, yeah, okay, we did. I'm not crazy. So if we just head, like, straight south, that may be a good option. And we'll try to keep the border, you know, explore the entire outside area. Can't go that way. That is apparently a full structure. Oh, there's a quest right in front of me. A few of my mine workers have died recently, and I need more help. I find that goblins make the best workers because they're easy to control. This guy. If you could head into the hedge maze north of Zakros and capture a few slaves for me, I'll reward you with a powerful weapon. How does one do that? That is an interesting proposition, and I'm not opposed to doing it. I mean, I do like goblins though. Sometimes I think goblins are kind of cool and fun. You know, they're the kind of the whipping boys of the monster world. So it feels a little bit bad to enslave them, but at the same time, they're also generally horrible and do a lot of murder, death, and killing and stuff. Hey, Jar's headache is gone. Yay! All right, well, aha. Strange that that was a... Oh, well, hello, apprentices. Can I interest you in death? I mean, maybe. Ah, she's full of magic. I should have probably used her to do the magic thing. Oh, my goodness. They're not pulling punches on the magic. My goodness. Yep, we're just going to get smacked around with some force. Was the poison enough to... Okay, well, we killed the one that was next, I think. Alright. Attacking number 2. We missed. Missed again. Got the kill there. Now, can the two of them finish? Oh, okay, just splooch himself. He's like, ah, bonk. Get him. Alright, 24 experience. A little bit of gold. We will take that. And we will utilize it for the greater good of our bank accounts, mostly. But, you know, could be other greater good things. Alright, we did it. We're heroes. Alright, let's go turn in the cheese. I don't know exactly where the cheese turn-in thing is, but I know it exists. I know it is a thing. Townite gets a little bit of healing, just to kind of expend some of our magical points. I don't think it was this one, but it might be. You have achieved the quest objectives. Oh, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was this one. Hey, that looks real tasty. Here's your reward. What was the reward? Does it keep track of ones that we finished? Large hill giant. One of the mine gem cutter. Foreman. These are all northern hills. Alright, southern hills. Nothing to eat but apples. Can you bring some cheese? At 1646 map. We are at 1446, 15, and 1640. So if we do it again, I did somehow get the quest twice. If you guys recall, that's why I ended up grabbing 2 pieces of cheese. But I don't remember. Well, I guess we can at least see what the quest was then. Give me a ring. I didn't get a ring though. Well, I mean, that's kind of disappointing. Apparently my quest was broken. So I got the quest twice. I can't turn in the second one, even though the guy is literally in this building. That is a tad unfortunate. And I didn't get the reward for completing the quest because I guess I have it twice. Well, that's not a good start to our first quest completion. I'm sorry to say. I do believe we should go to the catacombs, though. I think we're going to start heading that way. Again, a bit disappointed that things went the way they did, but stuff happens. I'm not sure exactly what I did to cause that to be an issue, but it did happen. Right, didn't I die in this place? So I think we're going to save. And we're going to go on some exploratory things. It should be wonderful, or maybe it won't be all that wonderful. I don't know. Who can say at this point? There's a lot of stuff going on. Uh-oh. A group of hungry Nagas slither out of the rubble. There is no way... Oh my god, 20 damage? Well, there's no way this ends well. Uh-huh. Okay, well, and knowing that, it is possible that was a scripted area. So, I'm aware that that's a possibility. I'm also very aware that that hurt a whole bunch, and I did not enjoy that. At all. In fact, that was 10, really. Oh, and you're poisoned for so much. Oh my god. Alright, we'll do a group cure. And yeah, we're gonna maybe have to retreat. Just a little bit of retreating. I think that might have been like a scripted battle. Like you go to that part of the ruins, and the Nagas come out. Is my guess. What am I doing here exactly? There were a few things I'm supposed to be doing here. Alright, I think retreat sounds like a very not insignificant idea. Okay, well, we survived our trip to the ruins by running away like a scared little girl. Not really the most proud or bold movement that I've ever done, but it's fine. We got some killer bees. We'll take them on. It does seem we're still significantly too weak to do that thing. We did okay. Found a shield. We did okay in the... And shoes, apparently. In the battle for Los Angeles. No, in the battle... Sorry. I'm dumb sometimes. I can't help it. In the battle at the other town in Zakros, it seemed like we did okay there. Oh, a Naga hide shield. Nice. What does that do? Oh my god, that's incredible. It's not for me, but it's incredible. Well, we're just going to go trade that to our boy immediately. There you go, Mutanot. Enjoy. And leather shoes, which I guess I will probably keep for me. Yeah. Giving me some 10 armor there. She's got 8. He's got 15. About to be a lot more. We're going to go from 3 to 6. We're going to get poison and disease. I'm hoping resistance and not it's going to poison and disease me. I'm sorry that I keep clicking and I know it's not going to work. But I can't help it. I'm just used to that being how I move inventory around. It's not a big deal. It is not a thing that even needs to be fixed. Alright, I thought that was a little bit worse. Alright, we equipped the slightly better version. Yay, look at that. Helisar is doing great. He's got 7 armor. To our monks 8. To our thieves 10. To our mages 4. I mean, that makes sense. And our splooches also 4. Because that scuffed leather hat, baby. What? So if we threw the shoes on him, I was gonna say the shield. If we threw the shoes on him, his armor class would be up at 20, which is pretty impressive. The biggest issue is still making the enemy stick to that target. The taunt seems to help, but not like a tremendous amount. To the market on the south side of Zakros. Oh, I could probably have done that. It was the thing of vegetables. I think we could do that. I think that's a thing we can probably go and handle. All right, we'll start making our way that way. Yes, the poison is ticking down quite nastily. We'll do big mending on Splooch. Only 10. Hopefully the 5 poison wears off, and hopefully it doesn't like wear off by 1, and then wear off by 1, and then by 1. Like, I hope it doesn't go down to like poison 4, and then poison, you know. I want it to all wear off at the same times. I think we repulse the enemy group. Yeah, that felt pretty good. Hey, sweet, sweet victory. Small cost, too. Ooh, only 2 gold. No items. Whatever. It's experience. Speaking of which, you've got a little bit under 200 to go, and the rest of you are about 150 or so. Not too bad. Another couple small battles or 1 big battle that we can actually fight and win. Yay, Splooch is no longer poisoned. These are good things. A Gladius. Whatever, it's money. All right, let's head over to Zakros. All right, looks like we got ambushed here. We're gonna get absolutely slapified, and we'll hide, jumping into the shadows like the true thief that he is. I think we're gonna cast. Yeah, we'll do group cure. Puts pretty much everyone at the top end. We hit the beetles with a whole bunch of nonsense. And we're going to lay into them. Alright, 1 beetle down. 1 poisoned. We got slapped by the spellcasters, which I'm not particularly thrilled about, but yeah, it is what it is. Maybe the beetles are the lesser of the evils, but I don't know. There's 6 of them. I'm going to try to take out an apprentice here. Do I get the backstab? I did. 8 points of damage was not enough. It's unfortunate. Aha! Aha! Every time I got hit. Fairly sizable chunk of damage there. Do I bother with this? I think I do. Of course. I was hoping we'd hit the other one. Alright, looks like the damage is being spread out. I wouldn't say even. Come on, man. Wouldn't say evenly, but it's basically being pretty evenly split, except for our thief who's hidden. And still hidden, I might add. Really, guys? Just all of you are going to miss everything? Yep, everybody's going to miss everything. Aha! Okay, he missed 2. Good. That's perfect. Alright, at least the apprentices are gone. Hey, we just knocked down a beetle. We poisoned another beetle. We missed with the Chimera. We killed the beetle we poisoned. We're going to kill, apparently, 1 more beetle, and then it died to poison. 66 experience. Very nice. 33 gold. We're all relatively wounded after that. Kind of makes sense. Decent healing across the board. Alright. Aw, there was nothing with that? Boo. I mean, I get it, but boo. I wonder which thing on the south side of Zakros is the target that we're looking for. Because it wasn't readily apparent when I went in. And hopefully more of the quests don't get like bugged out or whatever. That was a little disappointing. I was looking forward to whatever that ring was going to be. And it seemed like nothing. So, south side shop. It's going to be just on. Okay. We're just going to run it. And then we turn the vegetables, I think, into this one. So I don't, how do we, what do we do for this? Do we sell it to them? I'll try a couple more places. Do they, I don't... Will it let me sell it? Alright, hold on. We're gonna open up our journal again. Could you take it for me? I can reward you with a pair of handcrafted leather boots after you complete the delivery. You have not completed the quest objectives. Could you take it for me? We know that we just... I think we were just there. Our tools have worn down and we need replacements. If you can retrieve a set of mining tools, pay you handsomely for it. Mining foreman. Oh no. It looks like we have doubles again. The produce farmer. I wonder how I ended up with 2 on some of these things. So there's a fairly good chance that this one's not going to work either. Because the cheese one is now locked out. We didn't get the ring reward. And we now have double the produce farmer. Man, that's not great. And it doesn't look like I can talk to anyone. Oh, I was given some good advice, by the way. I should try to actually adhere to it. So, and I apologize, I don't have your name ready off the top of my head, but someone basically told me a few of the questions I had. Like, well-rested means that we get mana and health back slightly quicker. There was like 1 or 2 other things. Charisma does indeed affect sale prices, I believe. So I don't know if we get a better price buying stuff, but we'll get more money if we sell items using the character with the highest level of charisma. Is this charisma? Okay. So charisma wasn't really a thing that I focused heavily on. It looks like Ava has the most charisma. So we should move all of the items to Ava in order to get the most out of it. I mean, we could always test that this is true, but it does make sense. It does sound like something that would actually, work. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at selling on Ava. 13 gold for terrible robes that are awful. Good. Yeah, I'm just going to sell all of this stuff. Oh, it's a cursed item. Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't use it. Can I just drop the robes? I liked how there was a price for it, but he's just like, nah. Drop. Okay. That's kind of neat. No, I'm okay. I don't really want to heal. All right, we got a lot of goblins. Yeah, sure, why not? I think we're ready for it this time. We hide and failed. All right, that's not a good start, but it's okay. I believe in the us that believes in ourselves or something. It's fine. It'll be fine. We do this all the time. It might be okay. I think we're gonna go out to the looters first. I kind of want to take a peek. Do we have anything that... Group. I think I'm just going to swing for this turn. The next turn is when I'm going to do some other stuff. Repulse is our strongest thing. I mean, poison kind of could potentially be pretty strong. Yeah, we're going to go with Repulse. On the goblin looters. Alright. I'd say they're on death's door. I mean, that's not accurate, but... yeah, they're over there. They're hanging out. They're just chilling by death. Alright. Looks like our healers are taking a little bit of a beating. So let's try and prevent that from being a thing that happens. Splooch, please live, buddy. Please live, Splooch. Yeah, that's, of course. That's fine. Totally expected. I mean, again, absolutely nasty, nasty thing. Alright, we took out a big chunk of enemies. A lot of damage coming out. We're going to have to throw big old mending up on unconscious Splooch. And hope for the best. And now we have to survive long enough to get another cycle with people. Yep, that's about right. It's one less. Here comes the next beating coming our way. All future AoEs are going to go on to the hedge goblins. We are going to group cure and bring everybody back up as much as we can. It is going to be an expensive battle as far as our resources go, like HP and whatnot, but yeah, there's some potential here. I think oh dear, we are not feeling very good about all this. I think we're going to try to finish the looter. Of course, that didn't do enough. We're feeling pretty light on things. It's not looking good. Alright. The attacks are real. AoE heal. Do we have anything left? We do have a repulse left. Hedge goblins. Alright, we did some damage to them. I think we can survive this, but again, at what weird and twisty cost, I'm not entirely certain. Fleeing may be a thing that we have to do in the next turn, or next combat, the next sign of trouble, if you will. Alright, we got through 2 of the nasty battles. Throwing out some more healing, and now we're swinging on them. Come on, Mutanot. Well, I mean, they're spreading damage too. Ooh. Alright, attack. Everybody attack with everything you've got. Alright, 1 down. There's 3 to go. There's still 3 to go. There's 2 to go. There's 1. I was like, there's 1 to go. No, there's 2. Alright, we're down to the final guy. As brutal as it was, it should be a level up. For maybe everyone. Yep, Utana got 11 hit points. And a bit of strength. Chimera got 10 hit points. These are both good levels. And some agility. 8 hit points for Jar. That's really good too. And some dexterity. Helisar, 8 hit points, 6 mana. Would have liked a little bit more mana, but that's okay. The hit points are important. Ooh, Ava, 4 hit points. Bad. 10 mana, good. Strength gain, And then 7 and 6. Okay, down the middle there, and some constitution for Splooge. You know, all things considered, that could have been a lot worse. Ah, the merchant accepted the sack of vegetables. Yay! That's awesome. Okay. Oh, and then depending on who's buying. Oh, that also reminds me. I wanted to check this, and it looks like indeed that is the case. We can see Charisma in action if we just take a look at the 163. 172, 168, 164, 171, 166, and then Ava with the highest Charisma, 163. But this is the other thing that I believe they elucidated me to. So again, shout out and thank you to my helper who has given me like the kind of the information I wanted. And stuff that wasn't like super spoiler heavy. Sometimes people get really excited about certain games and so on and so forth, and they're just like, here's how you do it, and they just kind of like lay out every plan known to humankind on how you should play the game. And while that's useful, and a lot of people like to have that advantage moving in, I generally like to figure stuff out on my own. But information that's like, oh, this means this, or especially if there's questions that I've asked, like, this stat means this stat means that, and I know you were kind of questioning what they are. That'd be super useful information. I would appreciate that. If you're in Charisma, lets you sell stuff for more and buy stuff for less. That's fantastic. That's a very useful thing. It kind of, again, tells me specifically what to do in those situations. And then the other thing that they told me was, If we click on a specific person and we want to like buy something, if we don't know if they can use the thing, we click on the person, the stuff will be grayed out if we can't use it. So like the ring mail, the buckler, and the hide boots, Ava can't use. Splooch can use the hide boots, but can't use the knife, for instance. Helisar can use all of this stuff. Jar can use everything but the ring mail. Chimera, we're not giving her anything, so it doesn't really matter. And the Mutana can, of course, use everything as well. So, very important and cool things to know. So if we're going to buy stuff, buy it with the highest charisma character, which happens to be Ava. And same thing with selling. Just important stuff and good information to pass on. So thank you. Thank you for all of that stuff. I would also say, this is still on the south side, so like I get it. But I don't know that I would consider that the southern market, but it worked. All right, let's go take a look at the journal. How did the journal update with this? So the produce farmer, I got 1 quest reward. Handcrafted leather boots after you complete the delivery. So we get to go back to him and hope that he gives us those. Heard that there's a group of giant boars roaming in the northeast of the southern hills. If you can hunt them down and bring me the meat. Do I need a thing to get the meat? Or do I just hunt them down? I don't know. But either way, we've kind of accomplished 2 quests. Whether we got credit for both of them or not is inconsequential. We actually did the quests, which I think is pretty sweet. All right, we have a lot of healers. I think we should leave, though. I don't want to get into another one of those giant battles. So I'm going to take, I don't want to say the high road. I'm going to take the coward's way out and just run until I get away. I do think we're going to head back south again. So what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to head back to the place that has the quest. Figure that out specifically. I mean, it gives me the coordinates, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And we'll start from there. I don't think I'm going to run into anything, but you guys don't need to see me run back across the place. And the 1 or 2 battles I may come across, whether I flee from them or not, again, not really something you guys need to worry your pretty little heads about. So I'm just going to go take care of that. We'll start right from where the quest is at, and hopefully it works this time. Hopefully we end up with a pair of boots to show everyone. Still a little bummed out by the ring, but it is what it is, and I'm okay with that. Anyway, folks, until the very next episode, I've been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show. We play, we fight, we conquer.